Welcome to Uncle's Channel. Thanks for watching today. And Shredder's Revenge has finally made its way over to Netflix. Now, I'm not talking about a brand new TMNT cartoon or action show or anything like that. I'm talking about like literally the TMNT game Shredder's Revenge is now playable through Netflix. Because recently Netflix has been buying rights to a variety of different games that you have to have a Netflix account in order to access on your mobile device. Now, why Netflix is doing this, I don't really know, to be honest, because I mean, no one's going to subscribe to Netflix for the games. Most people don't even know like games are part of the Netflix subscription. And if I was going to guess in like a year or two, they probably won't be. I think it's probably a failed endeavor. But regardless, Shredder's Revenge is available for all Netflix subscribers. All you have to do is simply type in Shredder's Revenge in the search bar of the Netflix app on your mobile device, and then click the little icon. It takes you to the App Store, and you get to download the app. And when you load it up, it logs into your Netflix again, and you get to play the game completely free. They don't even give an option to simply pay for the game. You can only play this game on your mobile device if you have a Netflix account. So Netflix like truly does have the exclusive mobile rights to this game. But how does the game actually hold up compared to the Switch version or a console version of the game? So I gave it a download and I loaded it up, and I have to say, it's not bad, but it's definitely nowhere near as good a quality as if you're going to play it on an actual console. And I'm not talking about like the graphics or the cutscenes or anything like that, because it all looks phenomenal on the phone. There's no doubt that the screens of your phone can handle and the graphics cards can handle what Shredder's Revenge is putting forth. I'm talking about purely the controls for this game. When you load up, you're going to notice that the D-pad is on the screen on the left side, and all your attack and jumps and dash and your taunts are all going to be on the right side. And it's not like super large on the screen, but it is enough to be a little bit distracting while you're trying to play the game, because sometimes your character does get stuck behind, especially the D-pad on the left side, and it's just hard to know what's going on. And also the buttons on the right side, yes, they are pretty easy to hit, but they're not as intuitive as it is on a controller. So you actually have to look down and see which button you're pressing sometimes. It just doesn't come to me as natural as it does on the controller. Also, sometimes when you're pressing the D-pad, it's like all mobile games like this. You think you're going to the right, but you're actually going down to the right a little bit. And I found myself falling in some holes sometimes. I mean, it's nothing like major if you want to play the game like on a chill mode or just sort of for fun. But if you're trying to like do accomplishments and do like no kill runs or something like that, it would almost be impossible to do it on a mobile device. It's just simply because the controls are not where they should be. Now, of course, you can always plug in an actual PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller, sync it to your phone. You can play, with the actual controller. But at that point, if you already have that controller, just simply, buy the game on that system and play the game on the system. There's no reason to hook the controller up to the phone. The game is on the mobile device pretty much for casual players, just simply to either experience the game for the first time, just for fun on probably like one of the easiest difficulty levels, or just simply for players sort of kill time when they're trying to, wait for a doctor's appointment or something like that. Load up Shredder's Revenge, go through a few missions. It's never going to be like trying to hardcore beat the game, get everything in it. It's just simply going to be a fun little run through. Let's talk about the multiplayer side of the game, because Shredder's Revenge was pretty much built for co-op, and obviously since it's on a mobile device, you can't really do local co-op, so you're going to have to depend pretty much on purely online matchmaking. And it's really simple to find online. You simply click one little button, and it loads all these different games up that you can just simply jump right in. It doesn't even matter if you've gone that far in the story. You can just simply jump right in, play for however long you want, and then jump right back out. And so it allows people, as they're journeying through the game, to have a constant flow of teammates jumping in, helping them out on a mission, and then jumping back out. Because that's how the mobile version is really going to function most. It's not going to be people who play like long-term sessions. It's just going to simply be friends jumping in, jumping out. Strangers jumping in, jumping out of the game. And it's going to be very much of a casual experience when it comes to that. You're not going to find a lifelong friend on Shredder's Revenge on the Netflix version. It's just simply going to be strangers who are helping you out on a quick little mission and then moving on. And when I was playing the game here, I never had any lag on the online portion, pretty much at all. There's one occasion where, of course, I lost connection. And when I lost connection, it allowed me just simply to continue the online matches I had jumped into. And so it didn't even kick me out, even though I was the one who joined in. I just got to continue the game from that point, which is actually really nice, because most games would simply kick you back out, and this way you simply get to continue on your journey. And it's really convenient, because most players aren't going to want to have to shut the game down, try to load it back up, or find another match. They're just playing for a little while anyway. They just want to keep on playing, even if their teammates got lost in the shuffle. But really, as I was playing for the mobile version here, I sort of came to the conclusion that this game sort of functions on two different sides. If you play on the console, you're sitting down to play a long-term game, and the game works really well, and in to me a better format to play the game all the way through and just sort of work together as a cohesive team. But it also works really well as just simply a game you can load up and play through just for a few minutes and then log back out, log back in, a few more minutes, random strangers hop in, help you out in your little team, your little mission, log back out. It works really good as a short-term game as well. Just short bursts of play when you have time, and it holds up that way too. Do I think it's the ideal way to play a Shredder's Revenge if you really want to experience what all the game has to offer? Probably not, because you're not really going to be following the story real close. You're not going to be really looking for all the different Easter eggs, things like that. You're just simply having a fun gaming experience. And it does work that way, but I don't think it's the ideal way to play the game. Also, if you're playing on the mobile version, you don't get the latest update with like the DIP switches of all the different cheats and all the different options to play, or like the VCR filter, stuff like that. That's missing on the mobile device. I don't know if they're ever going to add it in there or not. I could see them probably leaving it out because it's going to make the online server so much more complicated for people to jump in and out in those short bursts of gaming on the mobile, but they might eventually. I can't really say for sure if they will or not. But overall, Shredder's Revenge is definitely better played on a console, but when it's played on the mobile, it's not a bad experience. Yeah, the controls are a little bit off, but if you're playing casual, you probably won't notice it that much, and it's not going to be detrimental to your overall beating the level. And also, the multiplayer is really fun when it comes to simply being able to jump in and jump out. And I know you can do it on the console as well, but it's simply a more noticeable feature of people jumping in and jumping out when you're playing on the mobile, because everyone is playing those short little sessions just when they have time, when they're waiting on an appointment, and it really creates a different atmosphere for the game because you're going to have a constant rotation of different partners. If you have a Netflix account and you have a mobile device, it's a great game to have on the phone just for when you need a little bit of a time killer. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos listed up above, and as always, go out there, find a great game to play. Just simply have a great rest of the day.